I just want to say that on behalf of Mr. Barney and Mr. McGuff, we would like to thank you so much for coming today and supporting these awesome kids, very talented kids that are here today as well. 2 years ago was the last time we were able to hold this amazing event. How many people were here well, not here, but in the other building 2 years ago? All right, so we have some returning customers here. We are thrilled that you're back, and of course, we know the real reason that we're holding this event is to financially help some of the kids here for many different things. And this year, we happen to be, going to Disney and Universal, and we're going to show you one of the collaborations that we have an opportunity to do as a direct result of your financial support. At Universal Studios Florida in March, the band, chorus, and orchestra will be recording this short movie score to be synced with part of the Despicable Me movie. So there, you're probably wondering why it says Despicable Me all over the place, and that's the reason. And you're going to also notice that this song is really weird compared to most of the songs that all of us do. And what I mean is that there's breaks in the middle, there's growls, there's all kind of things that happen in this song, mainly because it's underscoring for a movie. So it's not written to be necessarily presented this way, but certainly we are going to do that for you. It's a very short piece, but we thought that performing it together would give us a chance to put all of the musicians on stage and give an opportunity for those who are unable to go on the trip to also perform it. Today you're going to be witnessing an experiment, because we have never rehearsed this song together, ever. All of the classes have been rehearsing this separately. Four choirs, 3 bands, 2 orchestras, and 1 tech crew are being put together for the first time for you. However, the true miracle of today will be if I can conduct this entire piece without falling off of this ladder. So, without any further ado, let's put our hands together for the entire chorus, band, and orchestra at Peters Township High School. you so much. Choir, just duck for a second. Just sit down for a second. Orchestra, band, stand up so you can see them. All of that was being done in the back. Thank you so much. I had no idea how that was going to turn out, but they did pretty good, huh? Yeah. Well, a big thank you goes out to Mr. Barney and Mr. McGuff, too, for getting them prepared in a very short period of time, because we just started this not too long ago. I started with my kids a while ago. They started not too long ago, so they did a great job. They're going off the stage right now, and we are getting ready for the 6th and 7th grade, Apollo Orchestra, I think they're called. So we're going to set up for that, and we hope to have you back just in a very little bit. I think it's at 3:20. Thank you so much.
Good afternoon, everybody. Nice to see you all. Thanks for coming out. So you got a chance to see a lot of action up here. The kids did a wonderful job. I don't know if you noticed or not how helpful all of these students have been. They all knew what they needed to do. I have some upperclassmen, and actually I have some underclassmen too, high school orchestra members that are helping out with getting everything coordinated. It's quite a production to get everybody where they need to be, especially when we have multiple groups in the same place at the same time. So thank you for coming out today. Before you see the Apollo Orchestra, this is the 6th and 7th grade combined. That's how Apollo Orchestra is made up this year. And like I said, we have a couple of high school helpers dressed in red. I apologize. I'm dressed like a high school kid right now. And I wanted to make things as easy as possible for the parents. I said, I'll throw in what you had in January. Next year, I'm probably going to go with jeans and red shirts, so everybody's all, in uniform. So hopefully you get a chance to enjoy the meal, enjoy the raffle. Thank you so much for supporting both the musicians on stage and being here, and also the music program with your financial support. So we're going to play 3 tunes for you today, 2 of which are brand new since our concert just a couple weeks ago, and 1 which was a voted on repeat, which we decided to play for you. The first piece you're going to listen to is called Baroque Fanfare. So Baroque, of course, is a musical time period where there was a lot of ornate musicality going on. You may recognize this as the theme to Masterpiece Theater. So please enjoy Baroque Fanfare. So oddly enough, I'm a trumpet player by trade. I'm not a string player, but I know how to teach kids how to at least get some music going. One of the things that we pride ourselves in all of our orchestras is our ability to play lots of different styles. So that's a pretty typical type of music you might hear having an orchestra play. But the next one we're going to play is called Antagonist. This one has a little bit more energy, and you'll hear some clashing sounds and hopefully lots of energy behind what we're doing. So to avoid talking after the next piece, I'm going to also tell you that the last piece we play is going to be called Fancy Fiddles. And again, completely different style, more like a fiddle style tune. Kids love this one. They sound great on it. So please enjoy Antagonist and Fancy Fiddles. I agree. Woo! There. And that's, I couldn't. Wow. I didn't think I could get there. So, we're going to find another group of kids, see if we can't do this again. Now, I know the parents of the 6th and 7th graders and also my 6th and 7th graders got a chance to hear the 8th graders already. They're doing an amazing job, just like, how about another round of applause for these awesome kids? Yeah. But, oh, there's something wrong with me. So anyways, do consider sticking around, please, to hear the high school kids. If you haven't heard them, they're on, they're right at 4 o'clock. So we'll swap these kids out, get the 8th graders in here. The high school kids are going to play. It'll be spectacularly motivating for this crew to hear those older kids. You as parents can get a chance to hear where this is going. I mean, you can already hear where they're headed. They did a spectacular job. But you can just get a sense of what each step is and what it means and how it develops. So thank you again for being here. Please consider sticking around. Enjoy all the music you can. Enjoy some Meatballs, too. And I'll see you in about 90 seconds. Check it. There we go. Hi, fancy meeting you here. That joke might have been mildly humorous to those of you that were here 15 minutes ago, listening to me, or listening to us perform. So, this is the 8th grade orchestra. We call them the Baroque Orchestra, and that piece you just heard was called Olympic Fanfare. Does that sound familiar? Does that make you picture commercial breaks in 1988 by any chance? So, it was composed by John Williams, who is probably the most prolific, well-known living composer. He's composed music for pretty much every movie that you can hum along to. As a matter of fact, the high school orchestra is preparing a piece that takes some of his more lyrical, beautiful melodies from Saving Private Ryan, Angela's Ashes, and Schindler's List. So pretty heavy stuff for sure, but beautiful, beautiful music. So hopefully you enjoyed the energy there. Special thanks to Sawyer Lucas, who has never ever played that before with us. That's what it sounds like when a skilled kid's sight reads with another group. So a little round of applause for Sawyer there. You'll hear him sweating bullets later with the high school as well. So the next piece we're going to move on to is called Waltz of the Wicked. So this piece is a waltz, and if you know anything about dancing or music, there's a 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3 feel to it. So everything's divided into threes, but the wicked part comes from kind of the pretty aggressive approach that you'll hear the kids adding into the music, but also there's a section where we play a melody where they do this little portamento, they slide by, they're going to slide, you'll see their hands moving up and down the neck, and it creates a pretty eerie effect. So please enjoy Waltz of the Wicked. So a lot of energy in that piece, huh? Takes a lot of skill as well. Another technique they're using is something called spiccato, where, I don't know if you may have seen, they're kind of bouncing the bow off of the string there, and it creates a little edge to the note on the front and gives it a more glassy and bright sound, a completely different color. So they're learning to develop colors and different things as we continue to grow as musicians, and not just reading how long do I play this and what note is it. They're really starting to learn to express themselves musically and develop the skill to be able to do so. The last piece we're going to do is a piece that I threw at this amazing group of kids after we played our last concert, thinking we were going to play it in the spring. And they just absolutely devoured this thing. And there's a lot of stuff going on, and there's a lot of skill required to play this one as well. Lots of energy. Now, one thing we're going to have to do is keep the brakes on, not get too excited and go too fast, right? So this piece, Boreas, it's the cold north wind. It has a lot of pretty quick notes and a lot of interplay between the parts. So please enjoy our final piece, Boreas. All right, one more round of applause for those wonderful musicians, huh? Okay, and as I requested or appealed to the previous audience, please stick around. Listen to the high school orchestra. It's incredibly motivating for these already fine musicians to continue to grow and continue on their path making music. So thank you again for being a wonderful audience, and we'll see you in a bit. All right, that piece of music was called Star by a band called Muse. Some of you may have heard that before on the radio. The next piece we're going to play right now is called Fire Dance. This piece of music, it's an interesting time signature. It's in 9/8 time. Typically, for those musicians who are in the back, usually we have three groups of three. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 1, 2, 3, 4. Kind of consistent and it feels right. This, however, is in an odd grouping of 2, 2, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So it's as natural as a horse with one leg that is 50% longer than the other three. So it is quite challenging to play. This is, again, something I threw just like the 8th graders. I threw something pretty challenging at them. We have a couple days of rehearsal on this, so please enjoy Starlight. No, we just did Starlight. This is called Fire Dance. Thank you. Short-term memory. And immediately following that, we're going to play a beautiful piece of music called Prelude, and we'll welcome to the stage Miss Hannah Smith, who will play a gorgeous piano part that goes along with it. So please enjoy this set of 2 pieces. I know it's easy to sit back there and think, wow, listen how talented those kids are, but no mistake, talent is not some magical fairy dust that's been sprinkled on some kids. It's hard work. These kids have worked very hard for a very long time to be able to create music like that. So another round of applause, please. And we wouldn't leave you on that low note. We're going to send you out here on a high note. We welcome back Sawyer Lucas to the drum set, and please enjoy A flat.